Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode. Guys, a very interesting news broke this morning that I want to bring to your attention about the PNP's candidate, Dr. Dixon, who unsuccessfully challenged JLP's Member of Parliament, Robert Nesta Morgan, for the Clarendon North Central seat on September 3rd. Dr. Dixon is a junior resident at Mapen Hospital, and after contesting the election, he is now scheduled to face disciplinary proceedings on Monday. The Southern Regional Health Authority said that they are his employer and they are alleging that he breached Public Service Staff Order 1, which prohibits public officers from engaging in partisan political activities. Did you all know that? That staff order bars officers from engaging in party platforms or any partisan political role in elections at any level. The SRHA cites this clause in moving to discipline the doctor. A letter dated September 16 and obtained by the Sunday Gleaner bears the signature of one Nicolette Thomas Edwards, Director of Human Resource Management and Development. It informs the doctor, the defeated PNP candidate who challenged the JLP candidate at the time, Robert Nesta Morgan, that as of September 17th, he has been in breach of the staff order and further investigations are being carried out. The letter also stipulates he may not leave Jamaica without permission from the regional director. Additionally, it says you and a representative are invited to a meeting at the regional office on Monday, September 29th, 2025, starting at 10 a.m. to give you an opportunity to be heard in determining your salary whilst you are waiting for this investigation to be over. So they say that it's a serious breach, and the staff order governs the process of placing an officer in waiting when there's a serious breach of conduct which is being alleged. So under it, a public officer may be suspended, right, or investigated and put on leave pending the investigation. And while he's on leave, he may face salary reductions. The salary may be reduced to 0, 25%, or 50%. Dixon, the candidate, said he was surprised the matter had become public and initially declined to comment. He later added, quote, "I will comply with the letter and attend the meeting, and my union, the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association, is aware of the matter." Public servants under these orders, guys, include employees of ministries, departments, statutory bodies, government-controlled companies, and other performing public functions. The prohibition in question thus applies broadly across government services. A former acting public defender criticized the staff order. He said that it will not and cannot pass the constitutional test set by the court. In a case he made reference to Julian Robinson versus Attorney General because, for example, as it relates to the use of this kind of breach with its adverse impact on a person's salary, before culpability is established, it cannot be shown that interdiction is a proportionate tool. He said, why would it be necessary to suspend a doctor or surgeon to investigate whether he or she has breached regulation? He further argued that while the intention behind the regulation may be understandable, quote, the legal learning on provisions of this kind throughout the Commonwealth informs us that a blanket restriction, irrespective of the rank of the public servant, will fail the proportionality test. Attorney John Clark was even more blunt. He said the rule is unconstitutional, though he is not representing Dixon. Clark drew on a case law from Barbados to support his view as he spoke to the Sunday Gleaner. He said in Barbados, a high court judge in 2023 struck down a regulation nearly identical to Jamaica's, which barred all public servants from political activity. The judge ruled it unconstitutional, finding it inconsistent with the rights to freedom of expression and association. He deemed the regulation, quote, overly broad, disproportionate, and cannot be reasonably justified in a free and democratic society. In that Nicolette Murray case, disciplinary proceedings were permanently stayed. The rule, general order in Barbados, had forbidden public officers from being adopted as parliamentary candidates, canvassing, holding party offices, speaking at political meetings, or acting as agents or sub-agents. Clark emphasized that no policy may override constitutional rights. Dixon, who is 31, earned his medical degree from the University of the West Indies. He has worked at the Clarendon-based Maypen Hospital for 8 years, with a special interest in pediatrics. He was previously a youth aide to former Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller. His foray into politics began while he was at UA. He was active in the PNP's 2020 campaign for Dr. Desmond Brennan. According to the Observer, the targeting of doctors under the political activity rule is not without precedent. In 2020, Dr. Brennan, the prior PNP candidate in that area, was interdicted by SRHA when he sought election. No action was taken against him in 2016 when he ran, but his post was shortly after moved from Chapelton Hospital to Lioneltown Hospital. In an interview prior to the 2020 polls, Brennan told the Sunday Gleaner that he was frustrated by government action against him. He ultimately left the service, taking a reduced pension. From Jamaica Civil Service Association, President O'Neill Grant recalled that in his tenure, letters of caution were sent to the membership. Quote, during my tenure, there were no reports of persons taking the political platform, but what we did have was political actors being given roles in the public sector, he said, naming 4 such individuals. According to him, but of significance, is that once they became public officers, we did not see them appearing on any political platform. When Robert Nesta Morgan was a political advisor on communications at the Office of the Prime Minister, he was given a title of Director of Communications and appeared on political platforms. We queried this and we were advised that he was not a public officer. We encouraged the Office of the Prime Minister to desist from calling him a director, which they did. We have not had any difficulties outside of that. Interestingly, the prohibition does not extend uniformly. The president of the Jamaica Teachers Association noted there is no similar regulation in the education regulations that bars teachers from running in elections, and indeed several have done so. Teachers fall under the broader public service umbrella. The current JTA president was a candidate, guys, in the 2020 general election for the PNP. I was a little shocked to see this morning. I don't know what you guys think about this staff order and whether it holds any weight. What do you think, guys? Do you think that it's justified for him to, be on leave until the investigation is complete? I don't know how many of you were aware of this, but I don't know if he was even aware of it. Maybe he would not have done that. I'm curious to see how this will end. Guys, let me know what you think in the chat. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. Give this video a thumbs up, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.